Hi, my name is Pat Jacoby, and I'm so excited to help you get started using essential oils. When someone starts to use essential oils with me, I love to have an appointment with them so that they can get answered all the questions they have regarding how to use them and safely and effectively. So when we're using essential oils, they are usually less expensive. They are easy to have readily available. They're very effective. And so these are using plants that have been available to us for thousands of years. And so they're nothing new. They have been tested and used for so long that you can feel really comfortable. Also, the fact that these plants are tested. They have been tested with 11 different tests by a third-party company. They're tested for potency as well as for purity. So every time you open that bottle, you can trust that what is inside is pure. And it's also been tested that the potency will be the same with every bottle you open, that you will have the same effectiveness. We have our oils steam distilled or cold pressed, and that harnesses the natural compounds that are in the plants, that are the plant's own natural defense mechanism. They are free of synthetics and any other pesticides or contaminants. And we use them 3 different ways. One is we use them topically, which would be on our skin. We use them aromatically, which can be manually by putting them on our hand and breathing them in, or in a diffuser. And we can also take many of them internally. Now, when we talk about using essential oils internally, I have my little kit right here ready. We can take a look and see on this bottle here, let's see, this bottle here, that there is no supplement fact box here, okay? And it says for aromatic and topical use only. And then we have this is lemongrass, and lemongrass is safe to use internally. It says it on the bottle, and it also has a box on here called a supplement fact box. And when you see that, you know that you're going to find the words that say that it's safe for internal use. So those are the 3 ways we can use the oils: internally, topically, and aromatically. So when we're using oils topically, we typically use a carrier oil. A lot of times we'll have our essential oil in a roller bottle, dilute it safely so that we can use it for all ages, and we simply can apply it to our skin and rub it in. We can buy them already made, or we can make our own. So if you have your oils there and you may have had it suggested to you to get empty roller bottles, and so you can make your own combinations, or you can just put one oil in with a carrier oil. So when we are making a roller bottle, we put anywhere, depending on the age of the person we're going to use it with, anywhere from 2 drops to 30 drops into our bottle. And then the rest of it we're going to fill with what we call a carrier oil. A carrier oil is a non-essential oil. So avocado oil, fractionated coconut oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, olive oil, any of those can be used for carrier oils in our roller bottles or otherwise. And so when we use a carrier oil with our essential oil, what it does is it helps to carry that essential oil into the skin. When we use essential oils without a carrier oil, and when they go on our skin is very warm, and so the oil will start to leave the skin. It'll be heated and it'll become very aromatic. We'll smell that beautiful aroma of the oil, but it won't get pulled into the skin. And so when we want to have the oil go into the skin to help with maybe a muscular discomfort or something, we'll use a carrier oil to help ground it or pull it in. If we want to breathe that oil in, we won't use a carrier oil. We might put a drop of peppermint on our hand, rub our hands together and breathe that in, and we'll get to smell the aromatic compounds, and that will benefit us in that way. So when we're using essential oils, we want to always be safe, okay? If the oil is not meant for internal use, then we want to make sure that we use it as directed. Next of all, we never want to put essential oils into our eyes or inside our ears or up in our nose. Can we put essential oils under our nose or on the sides of our nose? Sure. Can we put essential oils to benefit our eyes around the outside of our eyes, under the orbital bone, above our brow? That we can do. We don't want to do that with peppermint or oregano, but gentle oils like frankincense and lavender can be beneficial in that way, but never in our eye area, okay? Never dropping in our ear, okay? So we want to make sure that we follow those directives. We want to dilute essential oils with an oil, like I said, a carrier oil. We don't dilute with water when we're for topical application, unless we're making like an insect repeller or something like that. But when we're diluting for the sake of having it draw into the skin, we don't use water. We use an oil. So we have our 10 basic oils: frankincense, lemon, OnGuard, oregano, tea tree, peppermint, lavender, digestive blend, respiratory blend, and deep blue. And we're going to talk about frankincense first. So frankincense is a cell proliferant. It reminds our body to make healthy new cells. It helps with our inflammatory response. It's very calming and soothing to the mind, to the mood, to the emotions. It's beneficial for cognitive function. So if somebody is starting into a state of cognitive decline, forgetfulness, memory issues, frankincense is very beneficial. If somebody is very stressed, very uneasy, frankincense can be very helpful with that. We can put frankincense in the diffuser. So we could put 2 drops of frankincense, 2 drops of another oil, or we could use 4 drops of frankincense, then with the water into the diffuser and turn that on. It will turn itself off when the water is gone. We can also use frankincense topically, so we could apply that on the back of the neck. We can put it on the wrists, so we can use it in that way. And we can also take frankincense internally, so we could put that on a spoon with a little bit of honey and take it in that way. If a person needs to watch their sugar levels, we could put a little bit of olive oil on the spoon and a drop of frankincense and take it that way. So next, we're going to talk about lemon. Lemon is an absolutely uplifting oil, and citrus oils tend to be very mood elevating, very uplifting. Lemon is very good for detoxification, so we can put that in our water and drink that. Helps to pull the toxins from our body on a cellular level and has us excrete them. This is very good for kidney and the support of the urinary system, helping to have our body rid itself of those unwanted toxins. So we can use that internally by putting it in our water. We can use it in the diffuser for our mood. In using it topically, we don't want to lay out in the sun when using citrus oils topically. Next, we're going to talk about OnGuard. OnGuard is an immune support. So if you're starting to feel like you're catching something, this is the oil to reach for. We can use this if our throat is feeling raw. We can put it in a little honey and take it in that way. We can use it together with other oils to support our immune system or even by itself. for an ongoing immune support. We can put it in the diffuser to help cleanse the air. We could put it in a spray bottle and mist our hands as a hand sanitizer. So there's many, many, many different uses for OnGuard, including using it for cleaning, wiping down our countertops, cleaning the bathroom. So we can use it for home as well as for the person. Next, we're going to talk about oregano. Oregano is also an immune support, and it's also very antimicrobial. It has properties that are antibacterial, properties that are antiviral. And so we can use that by applying that to the bottom of the feet and massaging that in. We can also use that together with the OnGuard and the lemon and the frankincense to support the immune system. And next we're going to talk about tea tree. Tea tree is known for its ability to help us with our skin. We can use that together with the frankincense and the lavender. Makes a wonderful combination, or you can use tea tree by itself. If you have school-age children that you want to make sure that they don't get anything in their hair, bring home any unwanted guests, you can put some tea tree into their shampoo. It will help to repel those types of problems. If they do end up with a problem, there are protocols for that include tea tree that are very beneficial, work very well. And tea tree is also great if you have a cut on the hand or some type of a scrape. We can use the tea tree in that way. Next, we'll talk about lavender. Lavender is very calming and soothing. We can use that at bedtime to help with sleep or sleeplessness. We can use it during the daytime if someone is struggling with loss or sadness. Even though it's an oil that helps to slow us and calm us, it's very soothing. So if someone's dealing with a loss, it's not going to make them more sad. It's going to make them comforted. And that can be very beneficial in rough times. But we can also use it for sleep at the end of the day. We can use it for calming the immune system. So if somebody is dealing with the pollen in the trees and the grass in the springtime or the fall and the leaves and the mold and all those type of things, we can use a combination of peppermint, lemon, and lavender. And that works very well in supporting the immune system, the respiratory system, in dealing with those type of issues. So we would take 1 drop of each, put it in honey, take that right off the spoon, and that's very beneficial. If you have any questions, please remember to reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Also, make sure you always read the labels and use everything appropriately. And if you need a link in order to get your first kit, that will be included below also. Next, we're going to talk about peppermint. Peppermint is great for a rumbly tummy or for dispelling gas. It's also great for a great wake me up. If you're starting to feel that afternoon slump, you can take a drop of peppermint, put it in the hand, and you can rub your hands together, put it on the back of the neck, helps to soothe those stiff muscles in the back of the neck. Breathe in from the hands, helps with the clearing the ways of the sinuses here, and we can breathe in and helps to clear our airways here so that we can breathe more freely. So very beneficial. We can put this in the diffuser as well as breathe it from our hands. We can also put it into a roller bottle. It can help with cramped muscles, very beneficial in that way. And I always have peppermint with me. It is one of my absolute favorites. So, and there's so many uses for it. The Digestive blend, I don't travel anywhere without it. If I'm going on a plane, if I'm going on a car ride, if I'm going out for the day, I have it with me. It doesn't matter for what, because you never know when you can have a tummy rumble or you just kind of feel a little off, always to have it with you. Or you don't know, maybe a friend will have a tummy trouble when you're out. So it's just really good to have with. So I use that for any type of tummy issues. So you can use that just for if you're having some esophageal discomfort, if you're having nausea, any type of upset, you ate too much, you ate the wrong thing, you're dealing with motion discomfort, any of those type things. You went to Great Adventure and you spun around too much, running to the bathroom too much, not running to the bathroom enough, all those types of issues, it would be time to pull out your Digestive blend, because what it does is it helps to balance the system. Okay, and so you want to bring it back to a balance. You want to support it in doing what it needs to do best, right? So that's your Digestive blend. Then we also have our muscular blend, which we call Deep Blue. And so any type of strains or in discomfort, we want to apply the Deep Blue. We can use a carrier oil with that, but whether it be the shoulder, the knees, the elbows, the hips, the back, whatever it is, I love using the Deep Blue, and often I'll couple that with the frankincense. It makes a really wonderful combination. So we have just blown through the basics right here. So I'm going to touch on a few other things that I like to do. And one is in the summertime, I like to take peppermint, lavender, and tea tree and put them together in a little spray bottle with a little bit of witch hazel or rubbing alcohol and shake that up. And I'll use about 8 drops each in a 1 ounce spray bottle, and I will mist all over before going for a walk in the woods or down a path or anything like that to help repel any unwanted insects or anything. And but it's also really good if you have tangles in the hair. I've found that it also helps with that too, for me anyway. So I love having that around in the summer, coming in from the lake or from the pool. I'll spray my hair, I'll spray my sandals, I'll spray my everything, you know, my arms and legs. So that's one of my absolute favorites. For after sun, I like using the lavender, frankincense, and tea tree, and I'll put that in a spray bottle with a little bit of aloe gel and a little bit of fractionated coconut oil or liquid coconut oil, and shake that up and spray any areas that I've had too much sun. But it's also good for spraying, you know, like scrapes or anything like that, or if one of the kids fall down, that's a really, really soothing combination. So I like doing that too. If I'm feeling very blocked, I'll take the peppermint, OnGuard, lemon, oregano, and tea tree. I'll put that in a pot and pour boiling water over top. Make sure not to tip the pot, and I will put a towel over my head and breathe in that steam, and that will help to unblock that so that I can breathe more freely. So there's some tips and tricks there, and if you have any questions regarding this, feel free to reach out and ask. I'd be happy to answer your questions. This is not medical advice. This is just things that I have found helpful in my home with my family. And so feel free to try these tips for your family. So thank you so much for joining me today, and have a wonderful experience.